see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on top of it, and the onside kick is successful. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Brewer. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Running toward the tape. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get... But unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Brewer. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on second down. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Wildcats are marching down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! Touchdown, Kentucky! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Get it out on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got room on the return. Gonna score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Buying some time. He chucks one out to the right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Back to pass. It's Brewer. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to throw it again. He rifles one deep to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky 28, LSU 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah.
He's brought down.
Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's back to throw on second down. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Back to pass, it's Brewer. Takes the easy one to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. He wants to throw here on second down. And that one's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Kentucky 35, LSU.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the intercept.
This is obviously not a great start. here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for the score. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb. Make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing. Game, Hal. Sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught near the sideline, it's Snow.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes his connection. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down. And knocked down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Dropping back, it's Brewer. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. Racing to the right. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes... Touchdown, Tigers!
And running the option, and you got a quarterback like this that's dynamic. You tell them, I'm running the football unless they give me a reason to use another option. And he didn't need another option. Dude, what a game breaker. Just takes off, turns on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
LSU, 34.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Dropping back, it's Brewer. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky, 56. LSU, 34.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
They're trying to looking to take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Bulls his way forward. And the defense stops him just short. He needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's really close to marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And the Wildcats pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom from gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Brewer. He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working the middle. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. In the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that.
For the extra point.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, LSU, 34.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Brewer. He finds his man. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision. Determines who's my best guard. That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Shakes off the tackler. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. On the move at the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and
He's going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man. It's Sexton. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 14 on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll.